Do you love taking close-up shots but hate how hard it is to get them just right? The next Google Pixel might finally fix that. A new report suggests that the upcoming Pixel 10 is getting a special camera feature to make macro photography much better, and the way it works is pretty smart. Instead of depending only on the ultra-wide camera, like previous Pixel phones did, the Pixel 10 could start using its telephoto lens for close-up shots. This method is called tele-macro photography, and it's already been tested by a few other phone brands. Samsung tried it on the Galaxy Z Fold 4, and Oppo added it to the Find N5. Now, it looks like Google is ready to take this idea further by using both the telephoto and ultra-wide lenses. Depending on how far you are from your subject, the Pixel 10 may automatically choose the best one for your shot. This could solve common problems with macro photography, like blurry focus, bad lighting, or accidentally casting a shadow because your phone is too close to the object. Using a telephoto lens for close-up shots comes with real benefits. First, telephoto lenses usually have better optics, which means clearer and sharper images. Second, it lets you take photos from a little farther away. That's a big deal if you're trying to capture something small and sensitive, like an insect, without getting too close and scaring it away. It also helps you avoid blocking the light with your hand or the phone itself. On the Pixel 9 Pro, macro shots used the 48 megapixels ultra-wide lens. While that setup worked fine in many cases, it had its limits when it came to distance and lighting, with the Pixel 10 possibly switching to a telephoto lens for certain close-up shots. We could see much better image quality without any need for extra sensors or hardware, and this is just one part of the bigger camera updates expected. On the Pixel 10, Google is also planning some changes to the phone lineup overall. Rumors say the Pixel 10 series might launch on August 20th, with all four models Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and the Pixel 10 Pro Fold possibly hitting stores by August 28th. That's slightly later than the Pixel 9 series launch last year, but it might be because Google wants to make sure all the phones are ready to ship at once. Along with the improved camera setup, you can also expect new color choices. The regular Pixel 10 might come in Ultra Blue, Limoncello, Iris, and Midnight. The Pro versions could come in Sterling Gray, Light Porcelain, Midnight, and Smoky Green. The foldable model may stick to just Sterling Gray and Smoky Green. What makes this macro feature special is that it adds real value without making the phone more expensive or bulky. Google isn't adding more lenses, it's using the ones already there in smarter ways. And that could make a big difference in how you use your phone every day. You won't have to switch modes or think about which lens to use. The phone could do it for you, choosing the one that gives you the best result whether you're snapping a flower, an insect, or a small object indoors. So if you've struggled to get good macro shots in the past, the Pixel 10 might be worth waiting for. What do you think? Is this the kind of feature that would make you pick Google's next phone over the rest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more simple updates on the latest tech.
What happens when a company leaks its own secret? You usually expect leaks to come from insiders or leakers on social media, right? But this time, Samsung beat them all by leaking its own upcoming phones through one of its apps. Yes, you heard that right. Samsung just revealed the names of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 without even saying a word publicly. And it's kind of hilarious how it happened. Let's rewind for a second. People have been talking for months about what Samsung's next foldable phones might be called. Of course, the most obvious guess was Fold 7 and Flip 7. But Samsung hadn't confirmed anything. No teasers, no posters, nothing official. But then, out of nowhere, the answer appeared inside Samsung's internet browser app. The leak happened in the beta version of the app, which is now available on the Galaxy Store. The description of the app includes the line for Fold 7 and Flip 7. That's it. That small line confirmed the names of Samsung's next foldable phones. This was first noticed by Galaxy Club, and guess what? The listing was still up at the time they reported it, but there's something interesting here. You won't even see this if you're using an older Samsung phone. You'd need to be on One UI 8, which is still in beta. Right now, it's only available for the Galaxy S25 series, so it's not a leak most users would have noticed, unless they were testing beta software. But now that people have spotted it, the news is out, and here's what this little mistake tells us. First, Samsung is definitely launching the Fold 7 and Flip 7. That might sound obvious, but this is the first time we've seen those names used officially, even if it wasn't on purpose. Second, this likely means that the rumored Fold Ultra might not be real after all. Earlier, Samsung teased something with the word Ultra, and many thought a more powerful version of the Fold could be coming. But this app listing doesn't mention anything like that. So for now, it looks like we're getting the regular Fold 7 and Flip 7, and maybe a fan edition model too, called the Flip 7 FE. Some reports have mentioned this lower-cost version might launch alongside the main models, and we're not done yet. There's also talk about Samsung working on a tri-folding phone, something that opens in two directions. It could be shown later this year, but only in a few markets like South Korea and China. As for the big launch, Samsung hasn't shared the date yet, but many reports say the Summer Unpacked event will happen in early July, maybe in New York City. That's where we'll likely see the Fold 7 and Flip 7 officially introduced. What makes this leak even more fun is that it's so simple. It's not some blurry photo. It's not from a leaker online. It's just Samsung's own app listing. The name's as if it was no big deal, and honestly, it's kind of refreshing. These days, leaks are everywhere. But this one stands out because it came from the company itself, quietly sitting in the app description. So now we know the Fold 7 and Flip 7 are real, and they're coming soon. What are you hoping to see in these new foldables? Bigger displays? Better battery life? Cameras with more megapixels? Or maybe just a lower price? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy these short and simple updates, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Samsung might be changing things up again, and if you're someone who cares about smartphone performance, this is something you'll want to pay attention to. A new report out of South Korea hints that the upcoming Galaxy S26 series could bring back a decision that users weren't exactly thrilled about in the past, using different processors depending on where you live. Right now, the Galaxy S25 series is praised for one key reason. Every model, in every region, runs on the same powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy processor. That kind of consistency made things simple. No matter where you bought your phone, you knew it had top-tier performance. But that might change with the S26 lineup. The new report suggests that Samsung could go back to splitting its chip strategy, meaning some phones will run on Snapdragon and others on Samsung's own Exynos chip. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will likely continue using Snapdragon across all regions, but the regular Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus might not be as straightforward. If the leak is accurate, the United States, South Korea, China, and Japan would still get the Snapdragon version. Meanwhile, Europe and other global markets could receive the Exynos 2600-powered models. This isn't entirely surprising since Samsung did something similar with the Galaxy S24 series, where the Ultra had Snapdragon everywhere, while the standard models came with Exynos in select countries.